Welcome to Pop Chat. My name is Annette Tarpley, and we are celebrating Pop, or the Passion of Poetry, 6-year anniversary. So woohoo! I have Brian, Donnell, James with me, and we are expecting Chyrel. I don't know if she got messed up with the times. She said, I'll see you then. So I don't know if she knows it's 6, but anyway, she'll be here shortly. So she'll be joining us as well. So I just kind of wanted to start off by telling how Pop, or the Passion of Poetry on Facebook, had started 6 years ago. And that is when I was at a site and some admin had said something off color about my writing, or I thought I could have written it differently. And I thought, well, that is so rude. I'm just going to build a place that's positive and doesn't have any negative energy. And then I built Pop, not expecting it to grow more than probably a couple hundred people. But over the years, it has grown rather rapidly. And we are now, I think, approaching about 174,000 members. So it's actually one of Facebook's largest poetry sites. Don't know how that happened exactly. I think a couple years ago, we grew 50,000 in 3 months. It was really crazy. I call it the pop factor. Not sure what it was. I do, however, want to apologize that we don't offer as much as we used to in the way of awards and rewards and contests, and that's just because my life has become so busy. And maybe I can get an admin one day to help, do that. But it's just become one of my pet peeves in that I don't have the time to dedicate like I used to. So sorry to those who remember those days when we used to be much more active and busy, and hope those days will come back soon. So Brian, tell us a little bit about you. He's one of Pop's admin. I'm going to give the show to you. Whoop. I didn't do that, though. I removed him from the stage. Sorry about that. Here we go.
Well, thank you for allowing me, to be on the program celebrating, your platform. As you say, it's Pop, it's passion for poetry, and you wouldn't have been able to do this without your passion. And then, as you've learned, people share passion for poetry. So I'm really honored to be here. Um, and as far as me, I don't like to talk about myself that much. I write a little bit. Won a United Nations award, and a few others. Just recently won a Writer's Digest Poetry Award. And I'm a semi-finalist for the Tulip Tree Publishing Award. Um, so, I just love the art of poetry, and I love the kindness and the empathy that expounds from the art. So that's a little bit about me.
All right. Thank you, my dear. And she just texted me she should be joining us shortly. So
Awesome.
anyway, yeah, awesome. So I guess we'll be sharing some poetry today. And one thing I did want to share is actually a video. It's actually a song I wrote, but I don't know if you saw it or not, Brian. It's a memorial, kind of in memory of Zan John's son. I don't know if you saw it.
I believe I had, but I'd be honored to see it again. So,
Okay. Yeah, I just want to honor Zan. Zan is one of our admin, and she recently in February had lost her son. And so I felt compelled to do something that, could, I kind of tried to be her, I guess, in it. I'm just trying to pop it up and see if I can find it real quick on the site. I actually, it's on YouTube, and I'm on a different channel. I have 2 YouTube channels. One's under Pop, and the other one's actually under Rhyme Bella, which is kind of my other little thing that I do, but new LLC thing they got together. Okay, so if I find me, I might be able to. It actually has gotten a lot of views in a very short period of time. I was actually quite shocked in how many views. Yes, it's here. So I don't want to start it yet. I want to just get it ready to go. Let me see if our dear Cheryl's here. I think she is. It says device is not connected though. Okay, so Cheryl, there she is. Hi, Cheryl. How are you?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I'm tired, actually.
I think it's been a common theme. Brian and I were talking earlier today.
as
We've
I
both
told
been
you, I was
tired this weekend. Have you been busy?
I told you I was actually at church, so I didn't realize that you were on Eastern Standard Time. So I kind of had to run in here and just be like, okay, so I'm sorry. I apologize for being late. I'm so sorry.
Which time zone are you on again?
I'm on Central.
Oh, my bad. I'm
And you're on
sorry.
Eastern, so yeah.
Yeah.
So
So you thought you
that's
had
okay. It's
another
all
hour
good.
left. Yeah. You thought
Yeah.
you had another
So
hour.
yeah, I just wanted to apologize because I'm like totally late. And so you said we're in there. We're in there right now. And I was like, what? And I was like, okay, that's the Eastern Central Time difference. Because
I'm
I was
so
like,
sorry.
I thought I had a minute. I thought I had a little time to like, refreshen my lipstick and stuff, but it's whatever. So
My bad. My
I'm
bad.
here.
And you're in what state
It's
again?
stunning. Don't worry about it.
Thank
Are
you
you
so
in
much.
Mississippi?
I am. I
In
am. I am in
Mississippi is
dirty
Eastern
South.
is Central Time? Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I would have thought that Mississippi would have been kind of a South kind of thing versus Central.
And it's funny because Angela is in Tennessee, so we're kind of like Southern sisters a little bit.
Yeah.
And when I looked at your message and I said, you're in there, I was like, oh God, I'm late. So I do apologize again. So
It's
hi.
okay.
Hi, Brian. Hi, Annette.
Hey.
You guys doing good?
Good to see you. We're celebrating Pop's 6th anniversary. Woohoo.
I'm great.
So I know. I'm good. I told Brian I'd like to show Zan's video that I made.
Okay, that's fine.
The memorial video, if you
It
don't
was,
mind. Is that okay with you all?
yes, it's fine with me.
They have changed up how you do things now on here, and I have not exactly mastered it. So let me see if I can figure out. So share screen. Let me do that. Okay. So share screen. All right. YouTube. Okay. And but there's no sound. You guys hearing sound at all?
I only hear you.
Yeah. I went through this recently with add to stage. I'm sorry, I have to add it to stage. Let me do this again. That's the problem. Here we go.
I taught you about
Maybe
love,
now.
the importance to be
Still isn't showing, is it? Stop sharing this. Very weird. Huh. Well, I went through this another time, and I don't know what they've changed. It used to be very easy. Used to go and just like pop it up and boom, it was there. I guess
It
it's a
was showing.
conundrum for me, huh?
It was showing for a moment.
Yeah. Let me try it from here, share screen, and see if it does it. No, because I got out of the YouTube thing. Well, isn't that just something? Okay. I'm going to try it one more time. If it doesn't work, then. Anyway, while I'm trying to figure it out, one of you could be reciting a poem or something. Technical difficulties. And wow. Now we're all gone. Wow. Are you there?
I'm
Yes.
here.
Well, I'm just not going to do anything. I'm going to just leave it alone because obviously something's where I can't. It's all funky right now, and we're all. Uh, they changed a bunch of things in StreamYard, so I guess you know what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to get tutorialized on StreamYard because now I can't even. I think we were back to there. Okay, so forget about that. Wow, what a disaster. So we're going to go on. We're going to go on and just go through recitations. So Brian, why don't we start with you? I know you've got one to share. I'm going to give the stage to you.
All right. So we'll just go like one piece at a time, or how would you like to do it?
Yeah, it'll be one piece at a time. We'll just
Yeah, I like that.
yeah.
I like that. Okay. So the name of this piece is called Roller Boy. The disco ball is in a slow rotation, emanating cascading showers of multicolored lights throughout the roller rink. And I watched this black boy in full afro stand and then pirouette in the middle of the floor. He was majestic, floating, now surrounded within a swirl of skaters rolling on the hardwoods. He was as lovely as a swan enclosed within the reeds. Yet it seemed he was alone. Yes, it seems we were alone, just he and I in loneliness. See, them church folks say he gay. They say they know from the sway in his hips. They say when kids leave him beaten and teased and call him names on schoolyards, it's just child's play. How could words hurt? But if words truly hold no power, then why do they pray on Sundays? This was his introduction to judgment, this poor child. They wanted him to void his vibrancy, diminish his light, to train him to paint in faded silhouettes and muted rainbows. His invitation to hold shame and bury it forever. And though I never truly knew you, I wanted to stand for you, stand for what was right, because I too was a little black boy who knew loneliness all too well. I wanted to scream, do not accept their version of you. I tried to speak, but could not utter a sound. In that anguish, I vowed to myself it would be the last time in my life I would ever leave someone in need. A promise I have kept. Roller Boy, wherever you are in this world, I want you to know that I've thought of you every day since the day I saw you stand and then pirouette in the middle of the floor. You were majestic, floating, now surrounded within a swirl of skaters rolling on the hardwoods. You are as lovely as a swan enclosed within the reeds. And yes, I prayed for you so that you would never be alone. In peace. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Is that one that you won an award on?
No, that was published a few times. Last time it was Oxford Press. Um, and it was just based off a true story, of me having empathy for somebody who just happens to show love in a different way. And just to have empathy, for others, and not to be judgmental.
It was
Right,
beautiful,
right.
Brian.
Thank
It
you.
really is. It has a lot of wisdom in it, a lot of
Thank you.
insight, and a little insight into your soul, Brian, which is a good
Um,
soul.
yes, I do have a tender heart for those who are discriminated against, for those who are treated unfairly. I don't care about race. I don't care about how you choose to show love, where you're from. All of that is nonsense because we all are from the same spiritual essence anyway. And so when we look to
Exactly.
make ourselves, differentiate ourselves from others, it's nonsense to me. So I will always
Exactly.
stand for that.
Me too. I'm with you 100%.
Thank you.
So, Miss Cheryl, you're up next, darling.
I've not calmed down yet, but I'm going to do my best. Um, this I love this poem for just obvious reasons. The first obvious reason is because I am paying tribute in remembrance to my father. Um, I am a daddy's girl, so the name of this poem is let me see if I'm reading this right. It's a Supreme Selah, and it goes like this: to forget life's problems and sail away on the tenor saxophone riffs of John Coltrane's A Love Supreme is to experience the divine healing balm of Gilead. I listen to this music when I'm happy. I pull out these old songs when I'm sad. I play these old jazz standards on wax to feel closer to my dad. 6 years since he's been gone. A talented poet once wrote, "All paths lead to God, especially my own. Dad's God, the stone of Israel, is the most supreme Selah of all. Into peace."
Beautiful. Wonderful homage to your dad. This is it. This is kind of the anniversary month of my dad's death. So yeah, I feel that extra little tug for him. We always miss him, don't we, when our loved ones are gone? And your dad was extraordinary. I know you've told me some stories about your father.
He really was. Yeah, he was he was historical. He was a man of the Mississippi Civil Rights Movement of the South. He was the first Black architectural engineer in the EPA in Chicago. He just was the man, and when he died, I feel so bad because it's kind of like when the generation before us goes, you feel that loss so greatly, and it's personal. I just felt like we lost so much, like I'm kind of glad that he gets to take a rest for right now, because he fought all those old thoughts. He fought, all of the Jim Crow stuff so that I would have dignity, and I never experienced it. And so that alone is worth me giving. Everything that I am belongs to him. And so I didn't, although I loved Dr. King very much, I had my own. He was the person that just
Yeah.
gave me just so much joy and I don't even want to start crying on this, so I'm not going to do it. I'm going to,
He was
but
your hero. He was your
yeah,
hero.
he is really my person. So
Yeah.
thank you for letting me honor him. Thank you, Annette.
Oh, thank you for sharing a little bit more about your dad. It's always wonderful to hear about him. I'm always intrigued because he was a remarkable man. So
Yeah, he was.
I'm
And
going
I'm
to read
told,
something. I'm sorry.
and I'm told that but I have one of those tricky molecular genetics DNA things, because it depends on the parent I'm standing to. If I'm standing next to mom, then everybody thinks, oh my God, you're the splitting image of your mom. But if my dad is there, you're like, oh, wait a second. We need to kind of rework that because she looks exactly like her dad. So I have one of those really, really like weird kind of faces, depending upon. Now, I'm a mom's girl, but I think I'm really a dad's girl at heart.
I was daddy's girl. I get it. I get it. So I'm going to recite one I wrote recently, and I actually won a couple of awards on online on Facebook. It's called, and this came actually as a result of somebody I did a pop chat with, and he came up with the title. So I wrote on his title. What is my purpose? I looked up at the moon one night, mesmerized by the soft glow it emitted. The moon flanked by a myriad of dancing stars in the celestial sky, where they had cohabited since the inception of their existence. There is life in their light, and the remainder of that an existence that exists beyond this earthly realm. What is the meaning of life? Why do I exist? But at the crest of my conundrum, what's my purpose in my journey in life? I am a staunch believer that everyone has value, importance, and purpose. Yet, as I ponder, reflecting upon my own purpose in this life, I look at the core of my beliefs. Despite the many hats that one wears, what concepts do I hold steadfast to? What message is it that I would like to leave in my absence? My reflection always comes back to the same thoughts, that above all that I have done, and those things that were left undone, that kindness and love were at the core of my existence, a roadmap to my purpose. My purpose was to bring a smile to a face, especially those who struggled on their journey. I pray that my love and kindness was able to bring joy to another, to touch them with the goal that their importance was acknowledged and that they matter, hoping that they too can reflect and know their own purpose. As I exit this realm, I know that the inner light of us all emits a glow that can far outshine the celestial light of the heavens in a harmonious blend of dance in the choreographed steps of life. End of piece.
Wow. I'd heard you read or recite that before, and it was always one of my favorites. I think the only one that I really honestly love even more than that, and I do love that one a lot, is the one that you wrote about where people just kind of leave their loved ones in a nursing home.
Oh, the Forgotten. That's one of my
Yes.
favorites.
Yeah. So I hope you read that, because I really love that piece as well.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites. That
Yeah.
one I've only recited one other time actually online because it's a
Really?
new one. Yeah, I just wrote it not even a month ago, like the 3rd
Yeah.
of May. But
Beautiful.
but I did recite it on the last pop chat I did. So
Okay.
yeah. But thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
it.
Mm-hmm.
And Brian, well, let's chat just a minute before we go on to something. So if you could imagine a get together where we could all be together, what kind of event or venue or atmosphere or celebration or trip or whatever would you all think that we can meet on? I still have mine, but I just.
You want to answer that first, dear sister?
No, I'm
She's
gonna let
like,
you
I
answer.
don't know.
Oh,
Go
Yeah.
ahead.
okay. I can answer it. It would have to be some sort of a poetry retreat somewhere. You know, someplace unassuming. It doesn't have to be too crazy, too grandiose. And that way we could focus on the spirituality of the poetry. So that's what I would imagine. And we would take turns reciting. I'm not really big on workshops because when you do workshops, there tends to be a diminishing of that person's individual voice, and
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like to tell somebody how to write. Maybe like when structure to learn and to teach and in structure, but then it's up to them to listen to the God within them to expound and find their own creativity. Um, so I guess that would be my idea of that.
That's a great answer, Brian. Um, it would definitely have to be some type of forum or some type of platform where we're doing what we love, which is discussing or you know, reciting even our favorites of the people that we love as
Yeah.
poets. But I I'm just open. I don't really like solid anything like, okay, this is etched, this is what you have to do. I tend to be a very undisciplined human being in general.
You're spontaneous. Is that
So
it?
so
Spontaneous?
so that's why I'm kind of all over the place with my answer, because it's just kind of like,
Yeah. It's
poetry is
okay.
supposed to be a lived experience. It's supposed to be like, you know, it shouldn't be so, this is what you
Yeah.
have to do. This is what you have to learn. This has got to be the structure of it. It
Yeah.
should just
Right.
be how your mind's eye and your life's experience lives it. If that, I'm so sorry that sounds kind of,
No, no,
hodgepodge.
no. And one of the reasons why I asked this is because for the last, I don't know, 3 years, I've been wanting to do a poetry retreat. So if I build it, I need to know that they would come.
Oh,
Because my
absolutely.
fear, no, my fear really is this, that I go and I rent out some nice place, a big place for everybody to come, and then nobody shows up. I've feared that for quite some time. So maybe
You,
I should charge a nominal fee just so they have something that they, you know what I
I
mean?
I agree.
Because if I'm paying for it, they can easily just say, oh, But if I charge a little fee, maybe then they'd be vested at least. But I've been wanting to do it for some time. Maybe in the fall.
Oh, that's the
Maybe
best
in the
time.
fall.
Hmm.
Maybe like around September. Is that a good time for y'all?
Yeah. September, October
Brian?
is a good time.
Ye-
Either one of
Um,
them.
Brian, if I build it, would you come?
depending on how far you build it, you know,
Yeah, yeah.
or
Well,
perhaps you
it might actually, well, I was thinking probably depending on how big a place, either Virginia or North Carolina. Would North Carolina be a better place, I think? I don't know. What do
yes,
you
and there are a
think?
lot of great writing groups down in North Carolina,
Hmm.
and in
Yeah.
Central and Southern Virginia. So you would definitely probably get some traffic.
Hmm.
Or
Yeah.
even if you had a Zoom component, like what we're doing now,
What
globally.
if we, what if I rent a place and we have a Zoom component too?
No, I mean, as an alternative, we can,
Oh, no. We can
or
have
you want
Zoom
that
stuff.
hands on?
Yeah. We can have
Okay,
Zoom stuff
okay,
all day long.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
It's time to meet people in person because
Yeah,
we've
I,
been Zooming it for a long time.
I
I want
agree.
I
This is
want to be
right.
able
We've
to
been on Zoom
hug
pre-COVID. Like,
people. I want to be able to, yes, see people in person.
yep.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
I'll say this. My voice makes people think that I'm 6'5", but actually I'm 5'6". So when you meet me,
I
don't be
used to be 5'6". So you're
don't
taller than me now. They tell me I'm
don't be
something else
alarmed.
that I'm in denial about. So you're taller than me. I used to be 5'6". But no, we don't care about how tall you are. Doesn't matter.
No,
Yeah,
no,
Mm.
yeah.
no one cares.
No, you have a big voice in the poetry
It
world.
is.
So
It is a very
stand
big voice.
tall, however tall we are, right?
Hey, that's
So
right.
that's right. We don't care. Height does not matter.
Mm.
If
So
you
okay, I'm
build
going
it,
to give the stage. I'm
we
sorry,
will come.
ma'am.
If you build it, Annette, we will come.
And I'm serious. I'll probably get started on it pretty soon. So while I have the funds before there are none. So
Mm.
I'll build it and y'all can come. So I'm going to I'm going to send the stage back over to Brian. Share another with us, please, sir.
Sure. It's one of my favorites to read. I believe I have shared it on the show before. But I just love the flow of the poem, so I'm going to read it. The poem is called Ayancha. What past life glory, what marvelous feat was attained to earn such a child? She travels like a wish through honeycombs of parallel worlds to find us, to touch our hearts. She wears her tiara within, in humbleness. It is the beauty of her inner world that we see. A lighted soul waiting in dark waters is she, a lighted temple on a shoreline of prayers. From brilliant cities lit on crystal lakes and rivers, she is the nightly observer, the twilight watcher. She understands and is accustomed to loss, more than any child should know by any measure. She is the courageous one in a fearful time. The festivals and holy days have quieted, for sickness has increased the earthly vessels of flesh, now forsaken by spirit for eternity, creating grim lily pads in the river Ganges, alongside swaying candles in water that glow and flicker at dusk, alongside frankincense and jasmine-scented flora afloat in leaf cups. Now is the time for filling the ranks of the ancestors. This is where angels are made, to now know the secrets of men. What past life glory, what marvelous feat was attained to earn such a child? She travels like a wish through honeycombs of parallel worlds to find us, to touch our hearts. We are the refugees lost and adrift in a sea of dreams. We are the wayward pilgrims seeking to worship, the lonely poets observing time, strung together in spirit like pearls, strung together in spirit like tears, for it is the children who are unjustly charged to make the world a better place when they have not yet lived. In peace. Thank
Oh,
you.
wow.
And that was a poem for a dear friend uh, who was going through COVID in India and some of the things that she had expressed to me. So I wrote her
The,
that piece to lift her spirits.
the name of that piece again, Brian?
Her name is Ayancha. And
Ayancha. Okay.
yeah, she's a
My mic was muted. Wow.
Oh,
So I was like snapping and everything else. You can hear me. So
Amazing.
that you wrote that for someone. That's such a beautiful piece. So
Ye-
Yes.
well thought out.
Yes, I
yes, it
agree.
was a part of a global group of writers, and she's a young girl. I imagine she might be about 16 now, but at the time she was maybe
Wow.
about 14, and she was the youngest one in the group, and I was just so impressed with her as she read her poetry weekly,
Mhm.
and I was so inspired by her being so young. And then she started to tell us about all the things that were going on in India. I mean, I lost a cousin and other family members to COVID myself, so
Mhm.
it was tough over here. So it was very tough over there as well. And so
Yeah.
you know how we do as writers when we get I don't want to say in prison, but when we get enveloped in an energy, we have to write ourselves free. You know,
Right.
and
Yeah.
with that
Yeah.
piece, I was able to bring a measure of hope for her and myself. So
Fantastic.
Great piece. Great piece.
thank
Mhm.
you.
Wonderful. Miss Cheryl, you're up
Okay.
next,
Mhm.
darling.
My second piece is self-explanatory, so it's called Suffering in Silence. I'm going to read that for you guys. The quiet, awkward, and sometimes disheveled little girl or boy can't say my uncle, my dad touches me in private places sometimes that they shouldn't. Suffering in silence. The kid that never has lunch money won't ever say, I'm hungry. They're too ashamed. They're suffering in silence. The withdrawn teenager that always falls to sleep in English or math class won't admit their family lives in a car and they were evicted. Mom could no longer afford the rent, suffering in silence. Everyday human beings fight wars within themselves no one knows anything about. Kindness costs nothing. Pay attention. Pain is tangible. Too many among us suffering in silence. Open your eyes. Come out of yourself and notice the words, the people around you in the most pain of all. Never say out loud. End of piece.
Wow, that was marvelous. Great. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Fantastic.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. I guess I'm going to read The Forgotten since you mentioned, I've read this so much, I feel like I read it whenever I recite. It is one of my favorites. But so I wrote this when I went to a nursing home. I was doing psychiatry at the time, and I asked a man, "How long have you been here?" 7 years. How long since somebody's come to see you? 7 years. How long since somebody's phoned you? 7 years. So I went home and wrote The Forgotten, and I work in a nursing home, one of my three jobs right now, and it scares me sometimes that I might end up there and be one of those people one day, because most of them don't get many visitors, and so I worry about that sometimes. I hope this isn't me, but anyway, The Forgotten. I held her frail, wrinkled hand, veins prominent in the bony structure, wondering about the fruits of their labor. How many tears have they brushed from streaked faces? How many loaves of bread have they kneaded? How many pie crusts have they formed? How many times have they clasped together in prayerful supplication? How many diapers have they changed? How many times have they caressed the hands of another to comfort? Her once piercing blue eyes, now clouded by a film, gazing into mine with a blank stare. How many sunrises have they seen? How many silent words have they spoke? How much love have they conveyed? How many tears have they shed? When was it, excuse me, how many questions have they implored? How many hearts had they broken? When was the last setting sun that they had seen? Her ears, now large, prominent, and drooping, have lost the sense to capture that for which they were created. What secrets have they heard? What promises whispered that were not kept? What music have they loved? Did they miss the sound of laughter? Did they yearn for the pitter-patter of rain? When did they last hear, and I love you? Were they lonely, now in their silence? Her mouth, lips now dried and cracked, trying desperately to move, to form words they couldn't speak. Now touched me my face with a weakened kiss. I mourned for the once vibrant woman now living alone in her shell, separated by a membrane of time, lost in a vault of sequestered memories. In a facility she was cared for by unknowing strangers. No visitors would enter the doors in the land of the forgotten. End of peace.
You know, that's my favorite. I've said it, so I don't care how many times you recite that.
Oh, I
It's
am.
like hearing it the very first time. I absolutely love it. It's great messaging and it's great imagery and
People
everything
say, well,
about that.
they say, well, it's sad. I said, well, it's supposed to be sad, so maybe people go see the people in the nursing home.
Yeah. It's it's a moral call of action, and I love it. I thought it was just genius. I love that. I never tire of that poem.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it very much.
Yeah, I like
Brian,
the, no, I was just going to
thank
say I like the as Cheryl said, the visual images, that
Mm-hmm.
it provokes,
Mm-hmm.
um, because also gives us foresight into the fact that we're going to have to give everything away, and that's why
yeah,
time spent with loved ones should be cherished, uh, and just the value of time itself, because we're going to have to give it away at one point in
yeah,
time, give it back to God,
yeah.
So,
One
but I'm
point,
sorry.
yeah, exactly. And as the older we get, the more we think about those things, right? As
Absolutely. Absolutely.
each century passes by, you just kind of,
It's
but
kind of funny for me. I've always, because my father passed when I was 7. So as I stood there as a child, that's always been at the forefront of my, life. And that's why uh, empathy, kindness, caring for each other has always been very important to me because I've always understood the value of time. That's been imprinted,
yeah,
in my mind, and heart. So,
yeah,
mhm.
certainly, yeah, really does. Each moment is precious, that's for sure.
Mhm.
So, gonna give it back to you, Brian. I know you have another one.
Oh, sure. Well, I think this is our favorite, right? I think you love when I read this
I
piece.
know which one it
You
is.
know what one it is. So the name of the piece is entitled Blind. Blind. Yet, even when I close my eyes and fall into the abstract art ablaze in color against my inner blackness, your image beckons through, an outline etched in a vivid shade. In stellar points of light, I see you, like moonbeams on the dark seas of my mind. And on this shoreline of eternity, I stand on notice, on the abyss of an endless void. As you ebb and flow with my pulse, you are the pattern of my heartbeat. And when I close my eyes, I find myself almost wishing to be blind, if only to touch you in new dimensions and make love to you in new depths, go deeper than thy flesh. I want to know thy essence, the destination where marrow and bone are replaced by stardust and cosmos, where your soul is free. I want to know you there, my love. And yes, I would choose to remain blind, to be forever cast in ebony, save for your likeness, save for your image. Yes, this would be the better blessing. Indeed, my heaven. In peace. Thank you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you. Oh, you muted
I
yourself.
forget to mute. I forget when I mute myself. I wish it automatically unmuted when I go to the screen, but it doesn't. So yeah, that's why it's my favorite. Yeah,
Thank
it's a great poem. Miss Cheryl J. Jackson,
Oh my goodness.
move your camera
Okay.
a little bit so we can see more of your sweet face. Or there you go. Because usually when you read, we can just see your forehead, girlfriend.
Oh,
We want
okay.
to see that
I'm gonna
sweet.
try to keep within the range here so you can see me, Annette.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm going to give the
This
screen back to you, darling.
this is kind of a fun piece. I love it. I wrote it just as a wink and a hello and a shout out to just the roots, Southern roots. My mom and dad would just absolutely love this, but this is really their story and it's for them. It's called Harold's Chicken with a Side of Black Culture. I just love this piece. Black urban dwelling spaces have been defined as ghetto tenement slums. City-front stoop brownstones and high-rise apartment buildings, Martin Luther King Avenue South, North, and West sides of the block. Bright and beautiful metropolis landscapes, breathtaking skylines. Nothing says city girl quite like shopping on the Mag Mile. The best food, music, art, beautiful people, and culture are created within these confines. We like our tea, lemonade, and beverages sweet. Our orders of Harold's fried chicken with salt and pepper mild sauce on the side, and an extra helping of Mama's peach cobbler or caramel cake to go. If you know, then you know. End of piece.
Now you got me hungry. Peach cobbler and caramel cake, was it? Oh,
Yes.
goodness. Yes. That it tastes so good. Oh,
Hey, look,
that was
that's the
good.
after service meal right there. She just came from church, so
I know. Oh my goodness. That was sound yummy. Yummy,
Yes.
yummy. Mm-mm-mm. I hate it when people read poems that make me hungry, and sometimes they do. They'll describe food and stuff. It's kind of like I don't like any air fresheners or things that make the air smell good, like the Scentsy things, if they smell like something you want to eat. Because then that makes me hungry. You know, like the vanilla or the apple pie or whatever it is. You know, give me some kind of fragrant musk or something. Don't give me something it's gonna make me hungry. You know?
I had one that was way more descriptive than that. It was
With
Sunday
the food?
dinner. It was
No.
way more descriptive than that. It was red beans and rice. You would have really been
Oh
hungry had I read
my.
that one.
Mm. Shoot.
I don't know. I'm have more of a sweet tooth, so the peach thing kind of, you know.
Yeah.
There you go. I don't know. Immediately after this is done, I'm gonna go search for something to eat. But I bet you I don't have any peach cobblers. So
She's talking about the South. I got the taste for some cabbage now with some smoked turkey meat in it, something like that.
Ooh.
Well, that sounds good too.
Cornbread.
I like.
Savory.
Yeah, I like some
Oh,
cabbage.
I can
Yeah,
taste that.
that's
Ooh, I can
Mm.
just taste that. Oh, that
that's
sounds so
good.
good.
Well, I made some beef stroganoff this week. I think I still have one more thing of that. I've eaten on it about 4 times or 5 times. So I think
Oh,
I have the last little bit of that left. But I just came across this actually. I probably haven't read it since I wrote it. And I wrote it, this was in honor of Raul I am James.
oh,
So I just came across it. I didn't even reread it. I just saw it. And so I'll be rereading it for the second time probably in my life. But it's called We Will Continue. The sky appeared darker tonight. The air a bit cooler with a persistent chill I couldn't shake. I heard the sound of laughter as it echoed in the ebony night. The laughter, foreign for a dark, cold eve, and certainly not wanted. How could someone laugh when all I feel is a deep-seated grief? For the loss of you, my friend, is much too taxing for me to process. Only hours since your passing, my mind still whirling in disbelief, trying to wrap my head around this world now void of your presence. My heart is heavy, yet my mind tells me you are still here. For you have left your legacy behind, your brilliant works published, ink on white, yet many of your works still needing to be shared. I still have the treasures videos of you. I again hear laughter. Is it your voice? And I realize the importance of laughter. The moon has now ascended in the sky, crescent in shape, as if you are smiling at me. In the distance, I can hear laughter. Before an unwanted sound, now welcome. I chuckle and say, journey on, my friend. In your new poetic realm, those of us left behind will continue the legacy. We will continue to write, continue to recite, and continue to promote poetry until we too have our last breath. In honor of Raul, I am James. All right. There
that
you
was
go.
beautiful.
That
And
that
you're
was that was.
really, I've been fighting tears, but you're
Mm-hmm.
trying to really take me there. But I'm
Well,
very strong because I am a
still
big
miss
cry.
them.
Yeah,
I
I miss
know.
him
You
too.
were with him. You were with him his last night, and you were the one
Yeah.
who informed me the
Yep.
next day. And
Yep.
I
Yep.
was angry. I think I said, "Damn!" I think I said, "Damn you, Raw," or something like that. I was mad. I was kind of like, ah, I was just wasn't expecting it. But in retrospect, I can see how he was prepping. Yeah, I can see it. His preparation in the end, and um, what he was doing. I think he kind of knew, and even some of his writings. I think.
Hmm. Did you get his last book? Because it is just, I've been
I
telling you.
got the one I got. I wish I had it. I lost it in the move. But when we had 2 days after he passed, we had a pop chat honoring him.
Oh, good.
And
Okay.
he died on Thursday. I think that same day purchased from Amazon his book. It came on Sunday, the same day the pop chat. I had it in time. So I was like, well, what should I read? And then a little voice said, go to the 20th, the day that he died. And so I read that, remember, I was like, this will give you chills because I think
Hmm.
he told me to go to that page
Hmm.
because it said, the whole thing said, if I should die today, blank, blank,
Hmm.
blank. If
Hmm.
I should die today, blank,
Hmm.
blank, blank. If
Hmm.
I should die today.
Hmm.
That was a repetitive thing throughout. And then in the end, of course, he would die, a happy man, no regrets, that type of thing. But I
Well,
thought, wow.
I have to say again, I just did everything wrong, but it's great when other platforms and other poets like you and Brian just remember the tremendous gift that he was and all that he was. And so it took me a year to build up the nerve to read his last book. And now I know why, because it really encompassed all of him. And so I knew how great he was. I would so much tell him that I was his biggest fan.
Yeah.
Because I was.
Well, I don't think
his
you're
biggest
his
fan.
biggest because I thought I was his biggest. Move over.
I think he should be taught in every college curriculum that is.
I do too. I think he's one of the most brilliant minds that we've
he
had.
is right up there. You know, there are very few writers that I really just put up there, but because he is just dynamic. I don't even want to say prolific, because to me that's too weak of a word for what he was. But I finally got it. I finally got his message. The thing is, we are a continuum, a continuation of each other, and that was his biggest life message, was that a Black girl from the South who grew up in the greatest metropolis that ever was could have commonality with a lady living in West Virginia, or a Black man like Brian living in the South. We are all parts of each other. And
You guys say a lady living in Virginia, not West Virginia, because I'm in Virginia.
Okay, Virginia. How about that?
West Virginia. West Virginia is, you know, you hear dueling banjos that way. So
Oh my goodness. Oh, I stand corrected. Sorry, Miss Annette, Virginia.
It's all good, but yes, how we've all
is.
come together, and
Yep.
the love of poetry just is this
Yes.
wonderful bond, and the appreciation that we can have for each other's works, and in pouring out really of souls and what you've went through in your life, and
there really is more that unites us than divides us. It really
oh
is.
totally
Mhm. I think
totally.
the poets understand that more than just anybody else, because we understand that there isn't any separation. We just are storytellers, and we just put it out there. And if it resonates with someone, fine. I would hope that it resonates with everybody, but if it doesn't, it's still fine.
Yes, exactly. I agree. You got some cool pottery back there, Mr. Brian. I think it's pottery, baskets, something back there.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yes, that's I'm very big in you know, Afrocentric African diaspora.
Yeah.
These are baskets actually. But yeah, I have a large collection of art pieces. I prefer black and white mediums, but I have a lot of everything from prints to paintings. And
Beautiful.
yeah, I appreciate art on all forms. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Too. I like to support artists too. Yeah.
Yeah.
I bought a little tiny. I went to is it Cherokee, Tennessee, I think. Bought a little basket, like I'm telling you, this big, hand weaved by the Cherokee Indians, and it cost $150. But I wanted it. I just couldn't afford the big basket.
You gotta spoil yourself sometimes.
I do have a little tiny basket.
Absolutely.
I know. Probably would have cost me about $800 for one of your size, I'm sure. But I'm lagging a little bit. I don't know my video. So I think we're going to make one more round, and this will be our final round, and we'll bid each other adieu, and everyone else. Thank you for those that have been here, and very appreciate it. From Parrot TV channels here, haven't heard from him for, I don't know, a couple years or more. And he also calls himself the Jungle Poet. So thank you for all your comments, and congratulations. And Brian, I want you to take the lead again, please, sir.
Sure. I I have to speak just very briefly on Brother Rao. Brother Rao was one of the most spiritually intellectual persons that I've ever encountered, and I think he saw something within me, and because instantly we started meeting separately from everybody else, just he and I discussing weighty issues. I had suffered loss in my family. He had, at a young age, and he had some things that I'll keep between us as well. He had some losses, and so we were able to meet at a certain level of understanding, and we became very, very great friends. So I definitely miss him as well. So I just wanted to say that. Um, I guess I will start the final round with a short piece, um, but it's called "Woman." So being a female panel, I hope you appreciate it. Woman. It is always the women that suffer the most, for they are the radiant things, loving without measure. The heavens grant but only one gate into existence. You are the passage, carrier of the holy Ankh, resides between your thighs. You are the worthy one. So make them bow down. Let them worship. Fingernails and backs subdue them easily. Let them die slowly in moans and bated breath. Merge. Love them into oblivion. Let them tremble. Create life in peace. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Oh, I would love to have you sit. Please send me that poem, Brian. It's beautiful. Oh,
Thank you.
I have to. Every woman needs to hear that piece.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
divine. I loved it so much.
Well, it's the sheroes that helped me through all of my woes. It's the sheroes that kept my family together, is keeping my family together. My wife is phenomenal in keeping our family together as it grows. And I'm tremendously thankful for all the women, the mothers, the grandmothers, the aunties, my wife. I admire my daughter and the things that she's doing. So, yeah, that's just one of the many poems I have dedicated to women.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful
Great.
piece.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Just beautiful.
I hate to kind of be the one to go here, but I'm just, when you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you write and you've written, I'm gonna read this one because I am thinking of the young lady, and I can't, her name escapes me right now, but she was all of 90 pounds, and she was beaten. She had over 10 punches to the face. And her story has been in the headlines for the last 3 or 4 days. But this is called Open Your Eyes. And I'm going to end on this poem because it is so pertinent. It's so just where we are as a society and in life right now. But the name of this piece is called Open Your Eyes. What police don't see, athletes, musicians, poets, teachers, mothers, fathers, daughters, sons, brothers, grandsons, nephews, aunts, uncles, children, teenagers, mental fragility, Black humanity, female femininity, male masculinity, fear, distress, anxiety, PTSD, resilience, fatherhood, motherhood, what police take away, aspirations, matriarchs, patriarchs, breadwinners, providers, family, hopes and dreams, holidays, future, birthdays, tomorrow. Until you see me, you won't serve and protect me. Won't you consider seeing me before you kill or beat me? End of peace.
Strong piece. Wow. Unmute yourself, Brian. Yes. It needed to be said. So that's an important piece.
Yes, yes.
Very important.
Very somber, very thought provoking, and needed to be said. You know, a voice for those who can't speak. You know.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Lovely piece.
Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
Written a few of that time myself, but I was actually going to end mine on. I'm not going to show one of Alan's videos that he did for me because I can't figure out how to use the YouTube with this thing, but it's one of my favorite ones that Alan Johnson actually did for me for my YouTube a YouTube video. So I'm sure that my recitation will pale in comparison, but it's called "Rest, My Beloved." Rest, my beloved, for you are tired and your body limp and weary. Your eyelids are heavily laden with burdens, your vision blurry. I will lie down beside you. My head rests on your smooth, rising chest. Feel my heartbeat in tandem with yours beneath my feminine breast. Your breath, the sweet scent, a masculine musk so very fine. Taste of your lips, a faint tartness, mimicking aged rhubarb wine. Daisy of plucked petals. He loves me not. He loves me, always wins. Breeze flowing, resting beneath your furrowed brows, secret of unspoken sins. Angel wings pass by your long lashes, eyes flutter and close again. Breeze blowing through curtained windows, calm, relinquishing to the wind. Do you dream of dark imaginings? Relentlessly they invade your sleep. As I watch your smile vanish, your face contorts, silent, tears I weep. Take my hand, my beloved, let us escape to a wayward land, where ocean waters shall greet bare feet on protected virgin sands. End of piece.
Wow.
I keep losing my place when I'm trying to read off this little tiny phone.
You look tired and you need to go eat something.
Oh, I look tired. Well,
Yeah.
yeah,
You
it's
look a little
chronic stain.
tired.
Well, I think
I'm tired.
we're all a little tired this weekend. You look tired too. So does Brian. So
Oh,
we fared through it. So thank you so
admittedly.
much for joining me.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks for celebrating. Hopefully, we'll be around 6 years from now, right? That would be 12. But love and blessings to everyone. Loving blessings to you both. Don't forget it. If I build it, you'll come, right?
Yes.
That's right. I remember
All right.
I said it.
Yes,
Absolutely.
ma'am. I'll get it in writing later. Take care, y'all. It's been fun. Thank you so much.
Bye,
Thank you.
everyone. Bye, bye, Brian.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.